I'm just gonna put my earrings on. That's all you're getting out of me. So, I finished season 3 of Squid Game. Man, what the hell? I think I'm just frustrated because how did they kill 2 of my wives? I had 2 wives and they killed both of them. Why? I'm just so sad. Sebyuk, she was my wife, and then they killed her. And then Hyungju, she was my wife, and then they killed her. And it's like, what the flip is going on? What do they have against me? It's about me. It's always about me. It's all about me. Anyway, I know everyone's chomping at the bit to get my opinion on this. Everyone wants to hear about what I have to say about Squid Game. I know. Don't worry, guys. Hold your horses. I am here to deliver trust. I just had like one main thing, because I mean, like, yeah, the writing was disappointing, the direction was really good, the acting was really good. I think like the writing was just lackluster because the creator didn't give a fuck. And you know what? And I don't blame him. Because Netflix has milked this dry and they're not done. Everyone has milked this dry. Why the hell is Mr. Beast? Whatever. I don't even want to talk about that, man. White devil. In finishing the last episode, the fact that like it was all of this build up, right? It was all of this build up to this one place. And it's like, okay, they're gonna stop the Squid Game. Season 3, they're gonna stop the Squid Game, because that was the goal. Gian or Gian? Is it Gian or is it Gian? Guys, I was pronouncing it Gian, and then I watched Charlie's video, and then now I'm not sure because he was pronouncing it with the soft G. What was I about to say? Oh, right. So his goal was to shut the Squid Game down from the inside, right? He believed in humanity so much, and he was like, we're gonna shut the Squid Game down from the inside. The detective, he was gonna try his hardest from the outside to shut things down. In season 2, they had all of this build up to like, ooh, they're gonna finally shut the Squid Game down. They're finally gonna end the Squid Game, and they're finally gonna stop like 500 people, give or take, a year just going missing because these rich people keep suckering them in with like the promises of wealth beyond their wildest dreams. And then season 3 happened and they didn't go anywhere. It kind of just ended, which again, I understand. Apparently this was just some random comment that I saw, but like the creator was losing teeth over his stress over the series. Yeah, you know what? There didn't even need to be a season 2. There did not need to be a season 2. The fact that there was a season 2 created need for a season 3, but like they didn't need to be there. Though they did not need to be there. Like season 1 was fine. We should leave things alone. And I'm sorry, I'm getting so distracted. The whole goal was to shut the Squid Game down. And by the end of season 3, it was still, the Squid Games was still going. Not only was it still going, there's an American Squid Game. They got their own Squid Game, and they were playing the Korean throw game, the game where they throw the, which that didn't make sense. Why are y'all like, why don't they like, I don't know, like play Roblox or something? What do Americans play? There's no one over there. I don't know, like freaking the jacks, where you throw the jacks. Picture up of the jacks. I didn't know how to play that when I was younger. I did not know how to play jacks when I was younger. They just had the things. I don't think kids nowadays know how to play that. Do people still buy jacks? Focus. The ending was incredibly cynical, and I was really sad because I was like, damn, like, because the overall commentary of Squid Game is that capitalism bad, right? Capitalism kills. The whole premise is anti-capitalistic. So for it to end that way, it's like we're all just gonna succumb to capitalism. Well, except for the baby, because the baby was still there. The baby represented hope, and I think overall, just Gion's sacrifice for the baby to live was representative of the human spirit, and that we are all, at the end of the day, humanity is capable of good. Even with like all of this stuff stacking up against us, humanity is still good. But the thing that complicates this a little bit, at the risk of getting off of a tangent, hold on. The thing about this is Gian already had a bunch of money when coming into the Squid Game. So he sacrifices his life for the baby. So it's like, yeah, like that's like nothing to scoff at. But like, what I feel like, wouldn't it have been a little bit more impactful if he was still broke as hell? Okay, here's what I'm saying. I think the stakes would have been higher if Gian actually did have some attachment to the prize money. I mean, if he let the baby get the money and he killed himself in the process of it, I feel like it would have that would have added more to the stakes. That would have made it more impactful. But the fact that he gave up his life is, again, that's not a light thing. So anyway, whatever. I'm just throwing ideas. Whatever. My main point, because I keep getting distracted. So when I finished the season, I was like, that's super cynical that it would end that way. Kind of essentially saying that we're just going to succumb to capitalism. Like, we can revolt, we can try to take it out from the outside, from the inside, we're still all going to succumb, and that is how it is. And it was very cynical, and it made me kind of sad, especially with how things are going now. The more I thought about it, the more I came to the realization that I'm pretty sure the way the series ended was definitely representative of where the creator's at. Because if the creator's losing teeth over this, he's not trying to be like, oh, everyone wins in the end, like, because he's tired and he's stressed and he wants Squid Game to be over, because Squid Game was supposed to end a while ago. I think with Gian, with him going back to the Squid Game with the goal of destroying the Squid Game, destroying the whole thing from within, I kind of feel like that parallels like the creator trying to make this commentary about capitalism, him pointing these things out about like the destructive nature of capitalism, only for capitalism to use that commentary to further capitalism. So it's like, for season 3 to go how it went, I think it parallels how the creator might have felt about the state that Squid Game ended up in, because we're talking a reality TV show, we're talking a YouTube video inspired by the show, we're talking a whole other reality TV show directly inspired by his source material, and it was all like to critique all of that. Ian, when coming back to the Squid Game, had all this faith in humanity that we, like, at the end of the day, we're not gonna like do the song and dance for the rich man to give us his money. And then they prove to him that they'll sit there and they'll do the hokey pokey and they'll turn themselves around for the rich man to go ahead and put some change in his pocket. Like, he saw humanity at its worst. He saw people at their most corrupt and self-centered. Just like the creators saw how capitalism will completely, like, you can point out how evil it is all you want, they're still gonna profit off of how like much you're talking about it. Like, they're still gonna find a way to profit. So in that way, Squid Game season 3 was kind of genius. Okay, hold on, because I forgot to mention something. So the VIPs, the American VIPs, their dialogue was super corny. Their audio was like dubbed over for some reason. I don't know why they did that. If it wasn't dubbed over, I don't know what they did to their mics, because the sound quality was weird. Whatever. I meant to mention them, because this time around watching it, I very much got the sense that like the VIPs were supposed to represent the audience watching the show, which is fine, because it's like we are also complicit in what has been able to happen to Squid Game. There was a Fortnite collab. I don't pay attention to Fortnite. I watch gaming YouTube, but I don't really care. Whatever, you don't care. But like, I very much got the sense that the VIPs were supposed to represent the audience. Like in the dialogue they were saying, it was like, oh, if with this person added to the game, it'll be very much more interesting. Yeah, it'll be so much more entertaining to see these grown men try to throw a baby off a cliff in order to get more money. Like, that's not what the audience is saying, but it is kind of what the audience is feeling. Like, if we risk this baby's life like this, it'll make the games more entertaining. And it did make the game more entertaining. So I think at a certain point, the VIPs definitely represent the audience. But it pissed me off. I don't think it was a bad thing. It just pissed me off because it reminded me of like when I'm watching a Tyler Perry movie, which is rare, but like when I'm watching like a Tyler Perry movie, if like the husband character like does something abusive to the main character, and I'm watching and I'm like, girl, you should beat that ass. And then the best friend character comes out of nowhere and she's like, man, you should have beat that ass. And I'm like, shut up. Shut the fuck. Hey, don't speak for me, all right? I don't need a spokesman in the show, okay? I can have my own thoughts. Don't do that. I am capable of my own thinking, okay? I don't need this other character to represent what I should be thinking as an audience member, okay? That pisses me off. It irritates me, and I don't like when they do that. But in this circumstance, it was pretty accurate. It was pretty accurate because, I mean, I'm not thinking like, ooh, I'm evil, you know, like how they were talking, but like, it's true though. Like, when they do certain things, it makes a game more entertaining. Yeah, I am making bets on who's gonna win in the end. 222, the baby winning in the end. I mean, winning. I didn't think the baby was gonna win, but I definitely thought the baby was gonna survive because usually babies don't die in fiction. I mean, some people really are just there for the ride, but like a lot of the time when watching fiction, you're like wondering like what's gonna happen. The VIPs have being like, I feel like it was definitely like, this is what you guys look like as the audience. This is what you guys look like, turning Squid Game into like having all of these different reruns and gaming collabs and stuff. This is what it looks like, because Squid Game was not supposed to be all of this. It wasn't supposed to be a franchise. It was supposed to be like it was supposed to be like a limited series commentary on the state of capitalism. It wasn't supposed to be like a whatever it's become. I was kind of trying to find something to enjoy about the series, to enjoy about the season, because guys, after they killed my wife, when I say I checked out, I saw her in the frame with her poking through the door, omitting any view behind her, and I was like, if someone comes up behind her and stabs my wife, and then they stabbed her. She was so dope too. She was so cool. She was there and she was handling business. The fact that she was able to take out 2 guys, protect an old lady and a pregnant woman, an 8-month pregnant woman with a twisted ankle. Guys, she's the love of my life. She's the love of my life. I love her so much. That was so sad. That was so tragic. I was so sad. R.I.P. Hyungju, R.I.P. Saebyuk. Anyway, that was my thoughts on Squid Game. And hope you enjoy. Be sure to smash that subscribe button. Absolutely obliterate that like button, and type out in the comments what your favorite freaking what your type in the comment